Hello, YouTube. Do not adjust your computer screen. Do not touch your keyboard. Do not play with your mouse. You are no longer in the real world. You are no longer on YouTube land. You are now in the Genghis Mall zone. And for all my fans who avoided my cry, Genghis Mall has heard your cries and has answered. Well, hello all. Um, Another great Genghis Mall video tonight, and hope everyone's having a good afternoon. It's on this date of July 14th, and it is 4 p.m. And speaking of the time, it's 4 p.m. At 4 p.m., has anybody seen a TFL video today and screamed, "Conspiracy theory! Oh, they're crazy!" If so, that's quite sad because that's what I came here to talk about tonight. That yes, I've been with TFL for a while now. Bill Greathouse, Rob, all my other Jared, Kevin, all my other TFL buddies, and you know what? A lot of people call them crazy, cuckoo, wacko, but I just smile and skeptic comes to mind. But you know what? I just had to do this video because you know what? To everybody who thinks we're crazy, that it's conspiracy theory, you know what? Have you ever really just thought? I want to ask you something. Have you ever thought that you watch the TV, you watch the news? Have you ever thought that maybe not is all as it seems? Maybe not is all what is being shown on TV. Maybe they're lying to you. I mean, really. Um, like this big boss Calvin recently made a video the 4th of July, Dependence Day, because we're really not independent now, are we? I mean, we really aren't that free anymore, folks. Really, that's how I feel, and it's just I could give a history. I'm a big history buff. I could give a history of other civilizations: Rome, the Aztecs, the Mayans, British. Think about the ancient Roman Empire, the ancient Mayan Empire. They had their field days, they were strong, but then one day they died out, they disappeared. Don't you think it's ultimately, I don't mean to scare anybody, but don't you think it's ultimately going to happen to this great empire too? It's been said that the American Empire is just like the old ancient Roman Empire. And by the way, I have an interesting video later on about the ancient Roman Empire. Quite entertaining, I think it makes a point. But anyway, it seems like every civilization will hide certain information to keep the mass majority of people from panicking. Let's not tell them that some horrible disaster is going to happen out there. Why? We'll create mass panic. So we just have to lie to them. We have to lie to the sheep to keep them in line. And honestly, as much as I listen to the TFL guys and I agree a lot of what they say, I mean, I'll be honest, I'm not always 100% sure that I'm not 100% sure what I see on the media is true or not true. And sometimes there's these other so-called theories. Some people might call them conspiracy theories. I'm not 100% sure they may be true or maybe they're not true. I don't know. I'm not 100% sure about everything. But I will say this. Honestly, the more I live, it seems like the more this country, there's something wrong. There's something really, really wrong in this country. And I don't think we're being told everything by the government nor the media. And that's that. So I am suspicious. July 4th, 1776, we declare freedom from the tyranny of the British Empire. Now it seems like we have become the tyrannical British Empire, King George III. We become the British Empire, colonizing worlds in Iraq and Libya and Egypt and blah, blah, blah. We'll become just like King George III. Just went into history mode there again. But, and another thing is too, a lot of people, we have a lot of, are we so free because we have so many prisons? There's so many prisons in this country. And some people, like, skeptic, might say that the reason we have so many prisons is that, well, there's a lot of violent criminals out there. There's a lot of crazy people out there, rapists, murderers, and stuff. And there's no doubt about that. But think about it. It's just, how can you sometimes not be a criminal in today's society? What I mean by this is, let's face it, there's no jobs anywhere. People sometimes are going hungry. People have to live in ghettos. There's not a lot of incentive sometimes to get along financially. And sometimes people get desperate. Sometimes they steal, not because they're a bad person, because they may have to survive. And what? Oh no, they're caught. Now they're thrown in jail. Not for justice, but they're thrown in jail because they broke the rich man's law. For example, a little later on, I'm going to play there's a great Broadway play based on a great classic novel. It's called Les Miserables. Les Miserables. You may have heard of it. And basically the story is one Jean Valjean. Jean Valjean is someone who, man, um, 19th century France has been sentenced to jail. Why? Because his family was starving. He broke a window panel to steal some bread. Only because his family was starving. Unfortunately, he gets locked up because he's broke the rich man's law, stealing some bread. And later on in the video, I said, I'll show you one of the most important things. When he's asked that, does he know the meaning of the law? Oh, he knows the meaning of the law. A slave of the law. And that's what I see going on now. A lot of people are slaves to debt. Financial stress. Jobs being overseas, people being asked to work 80 hours a week for peanuts while the global elite get richer and richer and richer. And, I could just go mortgages, people are losing their homes. Is this free? Is this really the NWO, the global elites law, keeping them oppressed? Really, can you blame people for trying to steal a little? Robin Hood stole, okay? Robin Hood stole from the rich and gave to the desperate, needy poor. Enough said. And it wasn't about the law. It was about real justice. Now, I know I'm not going to put on a Batman costume and go out and fight crime, but hey, that's that. Now, more stuff here. Let's see. Bear with me, folks. Anyway, just continue like one. Okay, like I said, a lot of people seem to be in prison not because they did, yeah, you have some bad people, but then again, you have how many innocent people are in prison, and how many people are in prison not because they did something that was against justice, but because they did something against the rich man's law. Let's take a quick history lesson back before the French Revolution, more than 200 years ago, before Napoleon Bonaparte came, before the French Revolution came. Basically, the law was like only the noble people, the rich people, and the priesthood, they owned 95% of the land. Yes, the rich people and the priesthood, they owned it at 95% of the land, while the rest were serfs and peasants. They only owned a mere 5%. Jeez, does that sound familiar? Kind of familiar to today's good old USA. It seems like the top 5 wealthiest percent own just about 99% of everything. It's actually even kind of worse. So, and this is right before the French Revolution, people were starving. And what does Maureen Antet say? She was starving? Well, let them eat cake. And I kind of have a feeling that the global elite see us struggling and starving, whatever, and where they say, well, we can't give them cake. Let them watch their cable TV. Not much difference there, really. Really. So, you know what? I think I'm just going to make this. Yeah, like I said, I'm going to make this entertaining. I mean, bottom line is, folks, something's wrong in this country and I don't like where it's going. I'm just worried, folks. I'm worried for the future. But other than that, I'm going to have a little entertainment here. Like I said before, I've always been a kind of guy like artsy stuff, make fun if you want to, but I like Phantom of the Opera on Broadway, and I also like this other Broadway, Les Miserables. It was a Broadway hit, Les Miserables, great musical, and like I said, it's based on the classic book by Victor Hugo, I believe, Les Miserables, and I'm going to play this one quick video. It's about 3 minutes long, but sound is great, in my opinion, beautiful music, the sound is great. But I want you to listen to the words. The important thing is not just the music, but listen to what the words they sing, and also the subtitles comes up too. Now, forgive me, the video is a little weird. Subtitles, it's not always accurate. When the timing of the singing, but just bear with it. Listen to the words. enjoy the music. I hope you enjoy the music. I mean, no, it's not everybody's taste, but listen to the words. Even if you don't enjoy the music, listen to the words. Looks like the closed caption is a little off, but I think this video pretty much sums up, law and justice. The law and justice. You'll see what I mean when Jean Barjean sings in response to Javert. So here we go, and enjoy, folks.
Hear my prayer. Look down, sweet Jesus doesn't care. I know she'll wait, I know that she'll be true. Look down, they've all forgotten you. When I get free, you won't see me for dust. Look down, don't look up in the eye. How long, oh Lord, before you let me die? Look down, you'll always be a slave. Look down, you're standing in your grave. Now bring me prisoner 24601. Your time is up and your parole's begun. You know what that means? Yes, it means I'm free. It means you get your yellow ticket of leave. You are a thief. I stole a loaf of bread. You robbed a house. I broke a window pane. My sister's child was close to death, and we were starving. You will starve again unless you learn the meaning of the law. I know the meaning of those 19 years a slave of the law. 5 years for what you did, the rest because you tried to run. Yes, 24601. My name is Jean Valjean, and I'm Javert. Do not forget my name. Do not forget me. 24601.